Hello and welcome to Leash Dad's podcast. That's JJ.
That's JCD, Jared.
We are two leash dads that get together to discuss our everyday lives while chained to our parental responsibilities. And tonight we're hungry.
Oh, hungry. I was driving home and I saw fast food restaurants.
Ooh,
That's what
fast
inspired
food,
that.
all
That's what
right.
inspired this episode tonight. We're doing top 5 because we're hungry.
Hungry.
Hungry. And then I talked about sushi with my coworkers today. Boy, oh boy.
Sushi's good.
Sushi
My
is
favorite.
good.
One of my favorite foods.
Makes me want Nakashimas too, but hey, that's for another time. It's expensive as hell.
Yeah, I know. Sushi's not cheap.
No, if you go
That's
to
why I don't get it very often, unfortunately.
you
I
go
ain't
to
no
a
rich. What?
If you go to a restaurant, it's not cheap. If you go buy it from like Festival or Aldi's or wherever, it may be a little cheaper.
Yeah, I mean the pack that I usually get at Festival or Sendix, but Sendix is more of a Southern Wisconsin thing. That's like the $14 one with the sashimi uh, and the rolls. So
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. So, good stuff. I want sushi now, though.
I know, right? I even had
Yeah,
dinner. I was like, dang, dreaming about
you haven't
sushi
had
now.
dinner?
No, I did.
Oh, okay, good. We had tacos for dinner. Taco
Tacos
Wednesday, not
on a
Tuesday. Wednesday. Well, we had lots of things going on, right? Two kids had tumbling, so yeah, it's one of those things. But all in all, it was a good time. So we'll see how the rest of the week turns out. But yeah, at least Wednesday is pretty busy. Whatnot. Ooh, I got some good news about work.
Oh, good. Share.
Yeah, I won't say I'm moving up, but I'm moving up. I'm today.
I'm not gonna say I'm getting a promotion, but I'm getting a promotion.
But I'm not getting a promotion. No. So throughout the week here, I'm actually being trained on how to do some repositioning with the brackets. So not just doing visits anymore, where I remove wires, coordinate the wires, put them back in the mouth, so on and so forth. Right. I am now moving on to I'm gonna rip a bracket off your tooth. That sounds terrible. I'm gonna take it off your tooth. We're gonna have doctor remove the glue, and then I'm gonna put it back on your tooth.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's actually nice because it means I'm moving up, and that means I'm one step closer to being fully trained. Where they're gonna have, and when I say fully trained, I mean obviously gone through visits, gone through teaching people how to take out their retainers, do repositioning or repos is what we call them. Is eventually banding, so putting like those little metal bands in your mouth on the molars and everything, and debanding, so taking the braces off and everything. Oh, and then also C bonding or A bonding or P bonding, which is basically the first phase of putting braces on the teeth.
Okay.
So it'll be very exciting to see how that all plays out eventually. But the first step is to do the repos, so you can get a feel of what it's like for C-bonds. So it's a step in the right direction. And my supervisor this week told me that, hey, this would be a good time to start learning how to do repos, as it was kind of a slower week, or felt slower. So found some time to actually stand next to another assistant and watch them do it. Next step is for me to actually sit in the chair, take the brackets off, have the doctor come over, do it, kind of work with him on it as well, and then have somebody watch me do it, so it's not like I'm messing up or anything like that. So instilling confidence into myself. But that's my work week. That's my good news for the time, is I'm finally getting more training and whatnot. So it's kind of nice. It makes me happy.
It's good.
Yeah, I agree. So
Yeah.
that's kind of it for my week really. It's not too bad. Still have 4-day weeks, work weeks, which is nice, except for the third week of the month. Um, I can't believe I can't believe it. My supervisor earlier to this week said as well um, that after this week of March, we will basically be halfway through the month.
Yeah.
Starting next week, we will be going halfway through March. Can you believe that?
Yep. No. It's March is going by too fast. I need it to go by slow.
Just as a kid, you don't realize it, but as an adult, when you start living day to day, you go, oh, it's the 6th day of March. Next week, it's already going to be like the 11th through the 17th or whatever. It's like, holy shit.
Yep.
But yeah, so we'll see how it all turns out. Kids keep me busy. Work keeps me busy. Makes the weeks, the days, the months go by.
For real.
Yeah. How you feeling, man? I mean, you were out last week. Feeling a little better at all?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of clarity as to where I want to spend my time these days, and just in what frame of mind I need to be in order to stick around for my 9 to 5. I've come to the realization that what I'm doing now is not what I want to do in my career, with my life.
Mm,
I really started to dread. Uh, Nothing I really do matters. If the world shut down tomorrow,
so what?
it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't have a job
I
because it
don't think
doesn't
any of
matter.
us would have a job if the world shut down tomorrow.
But that's exactly kind of where I want to focus my attention too. And even I want to learn how to be more self sufficient with learning how to grow food, learning how to, I don't know, just take better care of myself and my family. I don't
Okay.
this constant stress and worrying is not good for me, and I'm starting to realize that I just need to let go of a few things and see where it goes, because I need to put my focus on my family, and it's been too much on job and money, and I
So it has been.
cannot live my life chasing money. It just that's the way the old me worked, and that's the
Mm,
way the new me cannot work.
right. So it's almost kind of like you are feeling leashed in a way.
Well, I am leashed to my responsibilities as an adult and a parent,
Yeah.
and, and that stuff will never go away. I need to find different ways to focus my attention instead of, I don't even know. I turned off Facebook on my phone. I found myself looking at it way too much. I turned off some other things on my phone that was sucking my attention. I'm starting to put it farther away in other rooms at nighttime where I don't even look at it until the morning.
Nice. It's a good thing. I mean, that's going to help with your like sleeping and everything, knowing that you're
It
going to keep it
has.
away. Yeah.
It really has. I've gotten better sleep the last couple nights. I'm 7 days no alcohol, no other substances. So, and
Congratulations.
I finally have a what?
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it really, once you stop with your usual habits that you keep going back to, and you just remain calm and stop focusing on wanting that thing you're giving up, and just think and focus on how you feel without those things. Like, example, I watched something on YouTube today regarding a couple videos on people who did quit alcohol for an extended period amount of time, longer than me, like a year, 2 years, whatever.
Yeah.
And their main thing was, once you realize how good you feel after not drinking, you, whenever you want to drink, just stop and think about how good you feel in the morning now versus how it was when you were drinking.
Yeah. Kind of like
And
heavy drinking, huh? Not just like one, or is it any type of drink? One drink, 5 drinks?
one will really screw up my sleep, and two will do it even worse.
Mm.
Three is I fall asleep faster, but
Feel
even
like
when
shit.
you use, hmm?
Feel like shit in the morning?
Well, yeah, I depends on what and what I mix it with or whatever. But once you stop and then you go back, and so then
Mm-hmm.
you compare your frame of mind with both sets. So you do an experiment on yourself. You do an experiment on your body.
Yep.
You take a week off, which I did like a month or two ago, and you realize that things start to improve. Your sleep, your eating habits, your mental health, it starts to all be clear. And when you start again, then that damn fog comes back from the alcohol. It's
Mm.
so bizarre. Like once you realize, or once, because I've been drinking since I was 16. Let's be honest here. I don't think I've had a sober month in a long time. And that's scary to me. I was a little bit too reliant on the substance.
Yeah, I don't think you've had a sober month when we were in college.
God, no. Oh, sober day. In
Sober
college, are you
day, yeah.
kidding?
It's almost like a sober hour.
Right?
Actually, that might be pushing it, but you know.
Right.
You
No, and it's just the clarity that you feel once you've been off of it is way better than the fog and the negativity that I've discussed on this channel, this podcast before.
Mhm.
I can feel the negativity in the fog after the night of drinking, whether
Yeah.
it's 1 or 8.
It's
It
funny you
doesn't
say
it
that.
doesn't make a difference.
It's funny you say that because I think about it and I go, some of the conversations I've had when I was drunk in college just felt like I had more clarity then.
It's a different way of thinking about situations. It's
Hmm.
not that during the actual time that you are intoxicated, I feel there is more of a logical way of thinking, but it's when your body is working through getting rid of it
Right.
is when the shit starts to hit the fan.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. I was
No,
just I
trust me,
was
I've had some brilliant ideas when I was drunk.
I don't think I've ever had, I won't say that, but no, you're right, because all of a sudden the fog comes in after you're
Yep.
going through the detoxification process and everything. So it's just a hell of a ride at that point. Um, I think some people are affected by it more
Hmm.
than
Oh, for
others,
sure.
but at the same
Everybody's
time,
different.
yeah, everybody's different. But at the same time, guess what? Still probably foggy. No matter what, you still you're both going through a hangover. Just
Yeah.
hits differently for everybody. So yeah, you know what also helps with a hangover?
Greasy
Food.
food. Yeah,
Greasy
yeah.
food. Yeah, I mean, I love my greasy food. It really helps. It doesn't even help with the hangover process. It actually helps with just making sure you don't go through the, uh, you know, praising to the porcelain goddess.
Well, and it helps to have something, it's not exactly healthy, but it's something that it just sets your stomach it just neutralizes all the alcohol for some odd reason. Like all the nights that we would go to McDonald's or the eating hall after a night of
Yeah.
drinking or during a night of drinking, just to
Yep.
keep that something in your stomach so you don't A, lose your shit, and B, wake up next to the shower.
Yeah. Exactly. Who wants to wake up next to the shower? I mean, especially like if you lived in the dorms and you did that, you're not waking up in your dorm room sometimes. You could find yourself in the public shower or public room or bathroom. It's like, nah, I don't want to be on that floor in the morning. Um,
Ugh, God, I don't even want to be in that room.
you don't
Anything.
want to. Yeah, right. Well, if I'm in there, I'm hopefully doing my business. But um, no, it's a lot nicer when you had like an apartment and you could sleep on the bathroom floor. No, it's really not. Why
Yeah, if
would
you
you
had a
ever want to
nice
spend
bathroom
the
rug,
yeah, if you have a nice bathroom rug, but why would you ever want to sleep in the bathroom? I don't,
I don't know.
just even when I get sick now and I find myself sitting or laying next to the toilet or the goddess of porcelain, um, I don't like the feeling because it means I'm not in a, I know that I'm close and I have a sense of comfort, but it's not the right sense of comfort. I want my bed. I'm
Yeah,
showing how weak I am right now by saying I cannot make it out of bed to make it downstairs in time or whatever. That's just a bad feeling to me. Because I always try to tell my kids, I'm like, you'll be fine if you feel this, if you have that nauseous moment, get up, go to the bathroom, you'll be fine, you can make it. And so it's like I don't want to be a hypocrite and not, feel that way too.
right.
But you know, the greasy food definitely does help to neutralize some of the alcohol, um, or your grains and everything. Not it doesn't always have to be greasy food, but it's got to be more of
Carbs.
like the carbs. Yeah.
Hmm.
So usually there are carbs with greasy foods, but speaking of greasy foods,
Pizza.
oh my god, no pizza. How about wings or just something more meaty as well, right? Actually, no, pastas would be better. Pretty sure pastas would definitely be better. Or subs. I like subs. God damn it, I
Subs are
want
good.
subs now.
Subs and sushi.
Subs, subs and
A sushi
sushi.
sub.
I haven't done that yet. Sounds interesting. Get a
Sounds weird,
California roll. Yeah, right. Get a California roll. Put it on some bread, and there's your sub.
right?
It's a sub full of semen.
Oh God. Yikes.
Oh God! Oh goodness gracious! Great Lord! Oh man, I love it. So, all right. So let's talk. We're talking about the foods. We kind of, greasy foods are good for you. Not all the time. Not when you become addicted to them, right?
Yeah, they kind of screw with your health.
They really do. And it's not the greasy foods that we are talking about are definitely like the fast food foods, right? The ones that come out of the oil or the ones that have those extra preservatives to keep their food uh, fresh longer,
Fresh. Yep.
I guess. Yeah. Fresh longer. Not just fresh, but fresh longer. So, um, no, with that being said, the greasy foods, like the foods you get from restaurants, the fast food, more or less, getting all those unhealthy nutrients like trans fats and things of that nature. You want to talk about it? Because tonight we're doing our top five, or what we would rank as our top five here for our fast foods.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got your list. I've got my
I got
list.
my
I'm ready
list.
to roll. All right. Well, if you want to provide a reason, as usual, from our top five or our rankings, we may provide reasons, may not. Do you have, Jared, any honorable mentions? I don't, because I don't care about the honorable
No,
mentions.
I could make one up, but I don't.
I don't want to make up any honorable
All right.
mentions. So, all right, let's start. We're gonna start from the bottom, kind of like our number five, which if you've seen these episodes before, five is being kind of like the bottom of the food chain for us. No pun intended.
Boom.
I'm here all night, folks. I'm here all day. I'm here
You're
all
full of
night.
it.
I'm full. Ooh, this food is making me full. All right, so number five. We'll start with our number fives. Work our way up to number one here. Um, I'm gonna probably say that we probably have nothing in common. Not even one through five. Um,
That's a bold statement, but okay.
It's a bold statement, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be true.
All right, shoot, number 5.
And if I'm wrong on number 5, well, then I'm ending the podcast. No, so my number 5 here is McDonald's. So, reason being McDonald's, one, it is, or it has been kind of like a staple to my life. I started working there when I was 14, so I was getting discounts. It
Mm-hmm.
used to be something where it was a treat at one point when we were kids. Like parents would take
Yep,
you out, you wanted to go to
my grandma.
McDonald's, grandma took you out. Yes, it's a treat at that time. Nowadays, it's almost like everyday living for people. Like our kids, my kids, when my 5-year-old, almost 5-year-old, holy crap, um, wants to go, after school, after his school, granted he's only there for like 3-4 hours, um, my wife will take him to get McDonald's. It's almost like an everyday thing for him, which is kind of sad. And now that they've jumped up their prices a little more, it sucks.
It's even more sad.
It's even more sad. But yeah, so it's McDonald's is my number 5 because I've worked there for 10 years. It's something I've known. Kids still enjoy it. It does make life easier, but at the same time, it sucks the money out of your bank account.
Yep.
So, the inflation of everything, but yet you don't see any uh, any goodness out of it except for having a full belly. So that's my number 5.
All right, that's a solid number 5. My number 5 is Popeyes.
Ooh.
I have been a long time KFC fanatic, but there's just something about Popeyes that is a step above the
Is it because it's from
old Colonel.
Louisiana?
Hmm?
Is it because it's Louisiana?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just think it's got more spice and more flavor, and the chicken might be better quality just from the literally handful of times that I've had Popeyes, but I would take Popeyes any day over KFC these days. And which is, and I said to Natalie the other day, we finally got a Popeyes in Sheboygan, and this is, of
Nice.
course, around the time that I'm quitting fast food and greasy shit. But they moved right down the street from KFC, who has been there for 30 years, 30 plus years. And I said,
Uh,
how shitty for KFC. And damn well their business is hurting because they are advertising mad in the city right now.
yeah.
Billboards, ads in the newspaper, magazine flyers coming to your house. It's insane. And I felt kind of bad because I really shouldn't. It's a big corporation, but the franchise owner has got to be pissed.
Oh, the franchise owner was probably sitting there going, "Oh, fuck."
Like literally it's not even a half mile down the road and it's whatever.
Uh,
But yeah, so solid biscuits, solid chicken, good french fries,
making me
Popeyes number
want.
5.
You're making me want Popeyes now, man. I love Popeyes. It's a good place. Um, it didn't make my top 5 though, because
What?
I didn't. Sadly, I didn't think about it
Okay.
until you said it. Um, but it definitely is a step up from KFC, no doubt about it. So, you ready for this one? I went
Let's
on.
go.
I kind of went on the Oriental train for number 4, Panda
Panda
Express.
Express. Funny
Pan.
story. I've never had that.
Oh my God, Panda Express is amazing, especially if you want some quick Oriental food. I still play my safe route and go. I like to do 2 helpings of like orange chicken, basically, and their chow mein or whatever it is. Um, but I used to be able to do that all in one, and now it's kind of like since I've gotten older, body started slowing down. It's more than I can bite,
Yeah.
more than I can chew sometimes. But it's still good. Um, once you find your favorite thing from like Panda Express, you kind of just usually stick with it. Um, Now sometimes I'll go with like a couple of the egg rolls or whatever, crab ragoons, because sometimes those are good too and those hit the spot. But I've had better crab ragoons elsewhere, so it does make it harder to want to go with something like that. But if I want something quick, Panda Express is where I'm hitting it up for, you know, that Oriental or the Eastern kind of foods.
No, I mean I am a sucker for Chinese food, and I'm sure if we had one around here, I would be trying it often. But we have just our local Chinese shops that do excellent. You know, your General Tso's chicken,
Yep.
your orange chicken, your sesame chicken, just all the basic chickens,
Yeah.
and you know, good crab rangoons, big egg rolls. So yeah, I mean I love Chinese food, but
Would you
don't have a
rather
Panda Express.
for a Chinese food restaurant? Would you rather go to like the one where you order it and you can walk in, pick it up, or would you go to like a Chinese buffet?
I don't mind buffets. I grew up going to one in the city, but due to um, health board,
Health code.
the health and safety board,
Okay.
found some unsavory creatures, and so I've stopped going since they found
Okay.
those unsavory creatures. But you know, like you said, you used to order the chicken and the chow mein or whatever, and lo mein.
Yeah, the lo
But when
mein.
I went in high school to Chinese buffet, shit, I think my record is like 6 plates. You know, it's just like now
Holy
it's like
hell.
okay, one done. Was that really worth
Yeah.
$14?
Holy hell. 6 plates in high school? Yeah, I guess that's possible. High metabolism, whatnot. A
Yep,
little bit of alcohol mixed with it. Yeah, you got it.
for real, dude. But what would you do? Sit the takeout Chinese or the buffet?
um, so it depends on where I was located. Because I think in Whitewater, I was always going with the Chinese buffet that they had there.
Yeah,
Um,
on right next to Subway, right? Or by
yeah,
Subway over there. Yeah,
yeah,
that was
over
good.
in that area, right off of. Actually, I think it's in the strip mall. It was in that strip mall, right?
It
Oh,
was by
actually,
our
it was.
apartment.
Yeah,
It was
it
when
was
you
by
were in Fox. What the hell?
Fox
And I
Meadows.
was down the street on what Trat or whatever the
Yeah,
hell.
something
Yep,
like that. And then it was still down there. It was actually right by. I'm pretty sure it was like right by the McDonald's as well.
yep.
Yeah, so that was
It
a
was a
good place,
good.
and
It
it was
was a
right next
couple
to the
like
Mexican
block.
restaurant too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the place. Recently though, if anything, I would definitely do, um, like the pickup ones where you don't really see a lot of people sitting around anymore. I'm pretty sure that's because of COVID,
Yeah.
but it's more you just order your food, like you can call it in, order it, pick it up, or have them deliver it. I don't know if they actually do deliver anymore, but that's kind of where we go. Um, and we've got a few different places to pick from in our area, um, but sometimes you find your niche one that you want to do. There's some other ones that Chinese food places that I want to try, I just haven't yet. Um, like there's a Miley egg roll place. Um, there's there's a I know there's a buffet that I would love to go to off of it's like Calumet and Oneida in my area. It's called the Emperor's Buffet or something like that, and it's been open for a few years now. I think it opened just before COVID, so I'm surprised they survived, but I'm glad they survived because I want to go try it and just haven't taken the time to go try it yet.
Well,
So
this
yeah,
weekend do it.
yeah, we'll see. You know,
Okay.
got some other things to do first.
All right. Well, solid number four. My number four is McDonald's.
See, told you we weren't
Talked
gonna have anything lined up.
briefly about my grandmother taking us cousins out to MacD's once a month. I think it really was a treat. It only became kind of a last ditch effort for food when I was probably in middle school, high school with my parents. But before that, it was always a treat that we got,
Mm.
you know, McDonald's.
Yeah, then you got your treat on top of that. So McDonald's was a treat in and of itself, but then all of a sudden you get like ice cream or sundae or something like that, and that's just a treat on top of the treat. It's like the cherry on top of
McFlurry.
it. Yeah,
Yep.
or the McFlurry. Yeah. God, those are
Uh,
fun to make.
and I'm really frustrated with McDonald's too because I think there was a time where their food wasn't that bad. I don't know. It could be just my naive. I'm so naive, but I feel like back in our day, you got more bang for your buck, honestly. And
Yep.
whether or not it was healthier or worse for us, we still got a decent meal for a good amount of money, for a decent amount of money. You doubt the dollar menu. Double cheeseburgers used to be a freaking dollar. I
And now they're
love
like
those damn things.
$3.
Yeah, and McChickens, another dollar menu. It was
Yep.
amazing. And then they had the snack wraps and the gourmet chicken sandwiches that never lasted. And I think they're
The
back now, but
salads.
the salads, exactly. It's just
It's funny.
crazy. And then I think I had a fillet of fish like a year ago, and it was seriously like this big, that big. Like
Yeah.
seriously,
Still about that size.
I'm paying $5 for this shit,
Hmm.
and it wasn't even good. I remember when I used to get it because my family's Catholic, and when
Meat on
Friday nights,
Fridays.
if we were busy as hell and we needed to get some dinner, we just buy filet of fish. And I remember those things being I wasn't that much smaller, but they were bigger and just slathered with tartar sauce and American cheese, and it was juicy and But no, I'm really disappointed with the way they're going, and it kind of irritates the piss out of me that they still have a very big fan base, because why?
Right.
Why?
Because it's been around forever and people know the name.
I guess.
I mean, granted, you can make an argument for like Burger King, Dairy Queen, all those other places too that have been around or feel like they've been around forever too, right? But people just know McDonald's and go, "Yep, I know what I want from there." Kind of, they have their, you know, set in stone in a way, right? Um,
Their
or
breakfast
they
still
just
slaps though.
some of their breakfast. My go-to for breakfast from McDonald's is a bacon egg cheese bagel. I'm glad they brought them back. For a while there, I think I went with the bacon egg cheese biscuit as a substitute, but bagels have been my go-to. When I was a kid, it was always the hotcakes or the pancakes
Oh yeah.
because those were just nice and easy. You throw them in the queuing oven for like 10 seconds or whatever it was. There was a code that they would put in to cook the hotcakes or bring them up, and it was like I think 15, 20 seconds or something like that they would cook in there. It's just like a fancy microwave basically, but then they'd be ready to go. So from frozen to hot, and you're ready to go. But yeah, no, that's a solid number 4 for you. I don't know if I don't think I would ever make McDonald's any higher than a 4 though. So
They used to be number one. Let's just say it that way. They used
yeah,
to be number one on my list.
I could say they could have been number 1 if I never worked there in my life.
Yeah, I guess.
But it was my first job, so I mean, I'm not gonna argue. The discount was always nice, getting that like 50% off when working, 25% off when not. Becoming a manager did bring up the perks where I was getting free meals.
Cool.
Able to be like promo my own meal off and be like, sucks to suck. I mean, perks of being a manager, but no, I mean, I think if you look at perks that way, that could be the reason why. But at the same time, working there kind of ruins it for you after a while. So, so tell me, your number 3 then. If McDonald's is your number 4.
Wendy's.
See, Wendy's. What the fuck?
And I've tried everything pretty much that they have, and the only thing I like, well, besides like their cheeseburger deluxe, Dave's Deluxe or whatever, is the Baconator. The Baconator and the fries and the soft. What's it called? The softies? No,
I don't know what they are.
the freaking ice cream drink things.
Frosties?
Yeah, Frosties.
I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
that's
I'm not much of a Wendy's person at all. Like, I don't even
that's
know
why
where.
it's on my list.
Oh wait, there's a Wendy's over there. Okay, but I wouldn't even go to it. Nope.
Their nuggets suck. Their chilies suck. The baked potato sucks. I only like the cheeseburger and the Baconator and the fries and the Frosties.
That's your number 3. I feel like that should
Yep.
be lower though.
Well, no,
In comparison to
I like the
McDonald's?
Baconator.
Like everything else sucks, but at the same time, I like the Baconator. Yeah, no,
Yes.
no,
And their
I
chicken sandwiches are really good too. Like the spicy chicken, my wife got me into those. They're delicious.
that's fair.
So, Baconator and chicken sandwiches.
That's fair. That's okay. I give it to you. You've got specific items that you really enjoy that just will probably boost it up that bit. No, that's fair. So I would agree. Um, my number three, Tom's driving.
Oh yeah, I remember going to that for what was your bachelor party? No, it was the lunch of the day of your wedding or something like that. It was good as hell.
Yeah, Tom's is amazing. I mean, they have the family package, which just makes it like amazing, especially when you get the box of fries. Um, my big thing right now though with Tom's is I always go. Doesn't matter. It's been a go-to since high school and everything. I'll do a double cheeseburger and then I'll do two cheeseburgers. I'll get them with ketchup and pickle. Um, get like the double cheeseburger and a meal, and then get two cheeseburgers on the side and save those for like a late night snack.
Ooh, yeah.
And then because they're not bad reheated at all, they are just oh man, they take and then of course they have their ice cream, so you can get twist
Yep.
cones and everything. So it just takes it's the icing on the cake at that point. So that's my number three. It's always a good spot to go. I've got some good memories there with some friends, um, which just yeah, those memories are just fun little memories. Um, that it's not the reason it's my number three, but the food is the reason it's my number three. It's better. I still
They
think
got
it's
good
better than
stuff.
McDonald's.
Yep.
But I love their ice cream's pretty good too, and they've got the food is just it's like you know, it's a fast food, but it's also like a Culver's in a way, right? Where they kind of make it, and then you get it, and you're good to go. But their fries, are definitely in a very good spot compared, if you compare them to McDonald's. So sometimes people don't. I mean, sometimes it can be a hit and a miss, but usually they are on the hit side. So at least to me, that's my opinion, right? So,
Yep.
my number two. This is one that I hold near and dear to my heart in a way. Chick-Fil-A. And I say this is my number two because Chick-Fil-A, um, the first time I ever had it was when I was out in Virginia. And boy, oh boy, was it amazing. And now that they have Chick-fil-A's here in Wisconsin, oh, makes me happy. Their waffle fries are great. They've got great selections. I have to say, what really gets me going though is when you go through like here in the Appleton area, they have their drive-through, and I don't remember them doing this, but then again, when I was in Virginia, I did stop inside the restaurant, so I didn't necessarily see like go through their drive-through process. But here in Appleton area, their drive-through process is you go through and they'll have people standing out there, rain, shine,
Mm-hmm.
snow, whatever,
Yep.
but they're all bundled up, right? Or, in the appropriate clothing, um, attire for the season. And they have multiple people sitting there taking orders. This is, I think, by far one of the best types of setups you can have for a drive through rather than, waiting in line for everything. It kind of like waiting in line for one spot just to order your food and then sit there for 5 minutes. They just whatever the owners or the franchise owners have done or whatnot as a corporation, they blow it out of the park entirely. I mean that would make it that could almost push it to my number one, but it's not my number one. I have another number one, and then I'll explain why because it's just amazing to me.
Okay. That's a solid choice. I do enjoy their food. Uh, yeah, it's good. Taco Bell is my number two. I love me
That's
some
one of
Taco
the
Bell.
that's the one reason that we're having this kind of conversation tonight. This is because I was driving past Taco Bell and I'm like, I really want Taco Bell, but I also want to talk about something on the podcast, and yeah, fast food just seems like a good choice ranking. And I'm like, I would go Taco Bell right now over McDonald's because I haven't had it in a while, and I just love some of their food. But
Yeah, TB it may be extremely bad for you, but I don't know what they do to their food, but it is just addicting. I don't know.
it's
I can't describe it. Like I fell in love with the volcano burrito, the taco burrito, the volcano nachos when I was in college, and
yeah.
I never looked back. Cheesy gordita crunch, chalupa supreme. I mean, the
Yeah,
Crunchwrap Supreme. You just go on and on and on. I like almost everything on their menu. It's ridiculous.
Oh, the cinnamon twists are amazing. I think they still have those to this day. Um,
Baja Blast.
Baja Blast, which is where Baja Blast started. It was only at
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell restaurants. Now it's kind of out there. They had the Sangria Blast at one point too.
Yep.
Oh man, the fond memories. Um, really fond memories back down in Whitewater where we'd do late night T-bell runs.
Oh,
Uh, and then on top of that, my favorite item at that point was the steak flatbread or whatever it was. God, those things are
dude. Oh,
oh man. I know you had your like chalupas or your gorditas,
cheesy
but
gordita
this
crunch with the Dorito
yeah,
shell.
but those steak flatbreads were just amazing. I was so sad when they didn't have them, but very happy when they brought them back. Um, but here in the Appleton area, they don't actually have that. They don't have the steak flatbreads. So I
Wow.
have to. So I've gotten a new favorite item. I mean, I love my or Doritos Locos tacos because I used to get that with those steak bread or flatbreads as well, triple steak flatbreads. Um, but it's now just like the chicken quesadillas. I don't know what it is about their quesadillas, but that like
There's some sort
quesadilla
of
sauce,
sauce.
that
There's some sort
quesadilla
of
sauce is
sauce in
just like
there.
oh,
Yep.
oh, just oh, it's so amazing.
What's your number one?
My number one is Jersey Mike's.
And it's not Taco Bell?
Nope.
I'm done.
Jersey Mike's. This is
Oh, solid choice. God, I love that place.
yep. So the first time I had Jersey Mike's was when I went up to Green Bay, um, after Sam was interviewing with college for the Rasmussen College or the Rasmussen for nursing and everything. Um, and I was hungry. It was lunchtime or whatnot. So we ended up going. I wanted to go to Jersey Mike's because there was also, at this time they were in collaboration with League of Legends esports.
Oh,
So I'm like, oh my god! And then I found out that Jersey Mike's was in Green Bay, and then took Sam there. That was her first time there too, and she fell in love with their cream soda because they have amazing cream soda, but their subs are just amazing too. I mean,
Mike's Way. Gotta have
Mike,
Mike's Way.
yep. My Mike's Way
Yep.
though is not the Mike's Way.
Okay.
My Mike's Way is actually because I'm not really a fan of tomatoes.
Okay.
So I'll take off the tomatoes. Sometimes I'll take off the onion. Sometimes I'll leave it on. Depends on what I'm feeling. But then I'll also add like pickles here and there too. All depends on the sub though too. So, but I will always take off the tomato. So I have yet to really decide which one I really want to go with, as in like because my mind will go from like the tuna one or whatever to just some other ones, like the Italians or whatever, where it's just like the pepperoni, the salami, things
Yeah.
like that. It's I could change it up and be happy. I've had one of their grilled like subs before where they have to cook the meat and everything. Most times it's just like the cold subs though. So, yep, Jersey
No,
Mike's
that
is
place
just
is good.
it is so amazing. It's making me hungry though. I'm hungry again. Damn it.
That'll happen.
It will happen. So, Yeah, that's my top 5 list right there. Number 1 is Jersey Mike's. Number 2 is Chick-fil-A. Number 3 is Tom's Drive-In. By the way, I did change my number 3 to Tom's Drive-In. My original one was actually Subway.
I'll forgive
and,
you.
and then we started talking about it, and I'm like, nope, Tom's Drive-In. It had to be Tom's Drive-In. Number 4, Panda Express. Can't go wrong with having a Chinese restaurant in there. And number 5, McDonald's.
Solid. All right. So recap on mine: 5 Popeyes, 4 McDonald's, Wendy's is 3, 2 is TB Taco Bell, numero uno drum roll, brrr, 5 Guys.
Expensive as fuck. You get out of here.
Yes, but that is the best damn fast food burger I've ever had in my life.
I've only had
And
it
the
once.
fries are pretty solid as well.
I've only had it once, and it was good. I just won't do it again because it is expensive.
Yeah,
Um, I think for one person it was what, maybe $10.
minimum.
Yeah, minimum. I had gone, so my friend Matt had won, so like he was playing off of like a scratch off ticket or whatever. He won $100 or whatever. So he took Sam, myself, one of our friends, and himself, and he paid for our lunches.
Oh, so he blew it
I'm
all on
I'm
5
pretty sure he
Guys.
blew it all
Yeah.
in one restaurant. It's pretty sad when you have $100 and you just blow it all in one restaurant,
Yep.
and it's a fast food restaurant. Like it's a fast food it's a sit down there, get your food, whatever. Was it good? Yes. Would I Can I justify it to be a number 1 for myself? No. Maybe I'd have to have it again, but I have too many children to worry about, and that would just put a hole. That would be like us going to Nakashima's.
Yeah. I mean, it's
And
a
we
rare treat for sure.
Yeah.
I only do it when I'm by work because we don't have one around here. So,
Okay. That's fair. I mean, what do you normally get from Five Guys? Just like a burger?
yeah, their standard double cheese. Well, their standard cheeseburger is a double cheeseburger.
Okay.
And I usually get like onions and shit on it, and then their French fries. That's all I get. I haven't had their shakes yet, but I heard their shakes are ridiculous.
Mm, yeah.
I
Maybe
can't
one of these
see
days.
eating fries, burger, and a shake for lunch and being able to function in the afternoon.
Nope. I
I
don't
would
think I
need a
could either.
nap.
I telling me I work like 9-10 hour days, and all of a sudden, if I get like 2 15-minute breaks where I could take a half-hour break, but I had to punch out for that one, and I don't want to do that. So I'll just take 15-minute breaks and stay on campus. So maybe one of these days I will go to Five Guys because it's only like a 5-minute drive, not even a 5-minute drive. It's like a minute drive
Oh,
from
nice.
the work to the place. But at the same time, it means I'd have to clock out, which just isn't fun. And one of my coworkers will go pick it up too. She's done it a couple times where she's ordered. I mean, she orders it first before she even punches out, so she's not sitting there wasting her time. And then she'll order it, punch out, go pick it up, and eat it. So it all works out in the end. But hey, I mean, Five Guys just isn't bad, but it's not my favorite by any means. But again, it was a one-time thing, and haven't had it since, and that was years ago. So yeah, but hopefully this made you hungry, guys. You should let us
Yeah,
know what
right.
one of your favorite restaurants is. Love to hear from you. Um, share it with us, share it with your friends. If you enjoy these types of episodes, let us know. We want to do more of these for you. Get you involved as well within the parenting or the leash dads community. It's a small community, but we want to grow.
Yes, we
I want to
do.
grow. Jared wants to grow. I want I want to grow hair in a bald spot.
Okay. I want to grow hair in my head.
No, you don't.
Okay.
I don't know. No, I was at Walmart the other day. You know how they have the security cameras in like their self checkout lines? That security camera just pissed me off because I looked at like the video, and it kind of, you could see the bald spot, and it didn't really do it justice. It made it bigger than it seemed. I'm like, God damn it, there is a bald spot there, and that sucks. But that's like, it always starts up here. Like my dad has that's where my dad's bald spot started forming and
Oh,
everything. So it's like a genetic thing. It sucks. I don't want to go. I'm losing my hair. Maybe that's why I let it grow out more compared to like high school and everything, where I'd get it shaved or buzz shaved and everything. And now I let it
yeah.
grow out. But
I used to be the
yeah,
same way.
when you had hair,
Yep. I used to grow it out to hide the bald spots.
yep. And then you just lived the dream and actually just decided to live with the reality and said, "Yep, let's just go it, do it to it."
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
Gets cold in winter, but that's why I wear hats all the time.
Yeah.
Well, usually.
No, don't blame us. So, all right, folks. Hey, if you again share with us your wonderful top fives or your favorite restaurants, or if you want to share your least favorite restaurants, you can do that too. Um, maybe that's what we'll come back with, is another list of least favorite restaurants.
Sounds good. I can do that too.
Got to do some more thinking on that one though. Maybe Taco Bell will be on there. Just kidding.
You wouldn't dare.
I couldn't do it. No, Taco Bell's too good. But you guys have a good night, good day. We will see you all next time. Enjoy.